Now this is the third part, the third hour. We have 2 more hours, and this is my plan. So just I want to see if you are good with it. Because of the complexity of the subject, I wanted to scrying, lucid dreaming, astral projection, Enochian magic to do tomorrow, because it has lots of tips and tricks to be told. I don't want to stop something, so tomorrow we will continue. And to speak about the Holy Guardian Angel. So today we will speak about more the trance, the mantra, and some other practical things. If you have some subject which is not part of something, because everything that I speak without preparation, as you can see. If something you have that you want to talk about it, write me, so tomorrow we can expand. Tomorrow day, it's not repetition of today's. This is the 2 days webinar. Some people say to me that if it is problem to go tomorrow, well, tomorrow we will not speak anything from today's. It is just a 2-part webinar, Saturday and Sunday. Tomorrow will be a little bit more difficult, but okay. I'm already ruined your weekend, so let us ruin it for the rest. About the trance, one of the best way of reaching the higher state of trance, which is not a lowering part of trance like we need to have it in lucid dreaming and astral projection, it is use of the mantra. Now, mantra yoga, like any yoga, consists of special things which are just part of believing, of religious thought, and everything which don't have to do with the practice itself, which don't means that it is irrelevant. Of course it is important, but sometimes you need to distinguish what is the real mechanism which is working and what is something which stop the whole mechanism. Of course, you don't need to learn that, because sometimes when you turn on the automobile, you need to learn how to drive. You don't need to learn what is the mechanics of inside the engine. But sometimes it can help you once you are stuck on the road without help of the others. Mantra yoga, very, very easy to learn and more easy to do it wrongly. So, mantra yoga use the mechanism of mind, like on a wheel. When you have wheel spinning very slowly, if I have the, I don't know in English, plasticine or mud, if I have mud, if I throw on a wheel, it will stuck on a wheel. If I start to keep wheel more faster, then some mud which I throw, which will just fall off, but if I hard put mud, it will stuck on a wheel. Now if I start to spinning more and more, all the rest of the mud from the wheel will eventually fall off, and any new mud which will thrown on the wheel will be automatically breaking from the wheel. That is, in short, the mechanism of mantra for the human mind. Mantra will bind your mind so it can lose the meaning of mantra at all. The meaning of mantra is totally irrelevant as long as your mind starts to spin, so every thought from your selfhood will be automatically thrown away from the spinning of your mind until you reach the Buddhahood. Of course, that will not happen. But we can learn how to use it properly. First of all, don't take long mantra. Most of Eastern mantra, which are part of Bhakti yoga, yoga for devotional and flaming yourself, it's not the part of mantra for a Raja yoga, for the mind, for the enlightenment. We are not doing the same thing. You don't need to repeat prayers, because prayers have stories and have the meaning. Mantra should not have meaning at all. You can use any word, anything, but you need to have a way of pronouncing properly. How it is doing? First, you say mantra aloud a couple of times very slowly. Then you are starting to increase the speed of saying, but lowering your voice. Most people do the mistake when they are speeding the word, they are speaking more loudly. You are not speaking loudly, you are going more quietly. As you are more faster and more faster, you are becoming a whisper until your lips tried just to mumble without any sound in physical, but mantra as a sound will be fast repeating in your mind, becoming not a sound but a frequency. So fast that ears cannot hear it, but mind will know it keep repeating. Like the whistle for the dogs. Human ear cannot hear it, but the dogs can. Your mind is the dog. You need to higher the frequency. So the mind, in one way, will keep attention to something which is now not repeating in physical terms at all. How it is done in practice. Let me say I want to speak Hare Krishna. Very stupid name, but most of people don't know what it means, which is good, meaning that your mind is not building your expectation. Use some name which simply don't mean anything. You can just translate something on Google from the language you don't know and just use this. It needs to be interesting, but nothing more. Let me say I will use Hare Krishna because it is the same principle for all. So, firstly, I will close my eyes, relax a bit, but not too much, because when you relax too much, you are lowering your attention, but in this way we are going in a different path. We are going for hiring the attention and awareness. We are not going into hypnagogia for sleep. We are going to be awakened, but in the reality of the selfhood. So, this is the way I am doing. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna. now my mind is totally blown away. It is even difficult to return. A couple, maybe, I don't count, but maybe a less than minute. People are using, you know, from the East, the circles for counting. Please don't count the repetition for mantra, because you cannot count the infinite. You are reaching the state which is not the number. It is a state of existence, which you cannot go with the ladders or steps. It is infinite. No matter how much counting, infinite is always distance from any number. So try using this for totally different purpose. And I will speak another way you can use mantra for totally different kind of consciousness. In this way, we are not using the name which is in foreign language. We are not using Hare Krishna, Om Mani Padme Hum, any other which is familiar with our occult system. We are using the most closer name that we know, and that is the name of yourself. We will speak your name, but not in a regular way. We need to find out which is the name usually friends it's calling you. In Serbian we are calling this nickname. I don't know in English. Sometimes nobody say Dušan. Everybody say Dule. It is short and it is from my childhood. So in the streets, if somebody yell Dušan, I will not turn. But if they say Dule, I will instantly turn myself. We will use our nickname, but to pronounce it totally differently. You will see why. Sorry, just I have some... Okay. Repetition your nickname. You will do this when I finish this conversation. I will give you 5 minutes and you will do this practice, so you will tell me what is the result. This is what we are doing. First of all, the wheel of the mind. It's not turning to be faster. We need one and the same pace all the time. We are doing quite the opposite of what we're doing with the mantra. Going faster and quieter. We are doing the same with the same voice, monotony repetition of your nickname. Never repeat nickname without a break. Meaning, if my name is Dule or nickname, I will not say this. Dule, 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 Dule. No, I need this. Dule, 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 Dule. Mind fuck. Going up, down. You need to have a pause, which is too large for the mind so it can recover from repetition, but too weak and too small so your mind can control and understand what is going on. The pause, it's crucial. Don't overdo it. Don't do it Dule, Dule, Dule. It will not work. Dule, Dule, Dule. Damian, Damian, Damian. Fabiana, Fabiana, Fabiana. This kind. With a very, like you are reading a book, when you have a dot, next sentence. The next sentence is always, you need the time for the breath. The same is here, but very, very slowly. Don't change anything. Close your eyes and repeat your nickname. After a minute, 2 or 3, you will lose a meaning completely of what that name means, because you're doing quite the opposite of what your mind wants. In yoga, the object of your enlightenment destroys the object of perceiving. If you are sitting in your asana in one position, if you are not moving, after a half an hour, you will lose knowledge that you are in this position. You will totally lose sense of your body. If you are doing pranayama, having a rhythm of breathing, after so much repetition, you will lose yourself in counting. It will be automatic. If you are concentrating on the top of the finger, in the moment of enlightenment, it will stop to be top of the finger. That's the point of concentration. Concentration with monotony and only this doing will diminish the object itself. Or, to better words, stopping the perceiving of the object, not the object itself. So, now you are having 5 minutes. Take your alarm, choose your nickname, and speak, but please don't speak quietly. You need just to use your normal voice like it's mine now. Like you want to call somebody who is with that nickname. Dule, 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 dule. Cut, copy, paste infinitely until you reach a trance very fast, maybe 2 minutes, maybe 3, maximum 5, I'm speaking in Serbian, when you will have totally different kind of trance than you are if you are working with hypnosis and with relaxation. Your mind will be so fast in one way, but so differently, because your mind will be stunned. You will use the words always listening, but now you are repeating to somebody who is not there, and your mind will simply crash. Sometimes it took some time, but if you do this each day, you will learn how to reach the trance. After that, you can imply techniques, visualization, everything 10 times better and easier. Just use this before any ritual and you will see how everything will be in different light. So let us use this a couple of minutes. Take your alarm if you have 5 minutes and then come back to me. I will just turn off my microphone and everything so you can have, and you also, you can just turn off your microphone so anybody will be in the silent. 5 minutes.